Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله وحده والصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. Ayyub alayhi salam was given a trial like no other Anbiya was given, and that was a physical ailment, a disease. And this difficulty was with him for many years, many years. Some narrations, 14 years. He had this sickness. And there was a dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired him to recite, which we will recite tonight, inshallah, the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is a dua that whenever any one of us is afflicted, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us and make it easy for us. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. But if we are inflicted or tested, then we should recite this dua. One of the important lessons from this is that here is a prophet of Allah who is worshipping Allah, who is obedient to Allah, and he is given this disease, this difficulty. On one hand, you have a servant of God given a difficulty. On another hand, you have a person who's disobedient, doesn't worship Allah, is rebellious, and he's also given an ailment. So how do we as believers process this? And how do we understand what this ailment is for? And how come a person who's a disbeliever, who's rebellious, is getting a simple, same type of ailment? And when a person who believes or disbelieves is given wealth or health, how do we understand these things? Because if everyone's is on the same playing field, then what distinguishes us from believing in Allah and those who don't? We're all getting sick. We're all getting wealthy. Muslim or non-Muslim, everyone's the same playing field. Getting wealth, challenges in health, these do not determine our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These don't determine the outcome, where we stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What does it determine is that when a person who is a believer, when they get sick, not if they get sick, if a person gets sick, when this believer gets sick, the response of the believer is, this is a commandment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the amr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's content even in that situation. When a believer gets wealth, he does shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When he gets a difficulty, he does sabr and trusts Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When a disbeliever gets the same, when he gets sickness, what does he do? A disbeliever, what does she do? Complains. Someone who does not trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala complains, why me? Why my child? Why my husband? When wealth is taken away, why my wealth? How come the other people have wealth? Complains. So it's not the sickness, but rather how we react to the sickness that determines who we are. That reaction lets us know how close we are to Allah. So when these difficulties come, we recite this dua, it means that we are getting closer and closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through this sickness, which is in disguise a blessing. And if we're getting further away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then the sickness is becoming a means of us going further away from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please repeat. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أني مسني الضر وأنت أرحم الراحمين. Again. أني مسني الضر وأنت أرحم الراحمين. Together, please. أني مسني الضر وأنت أرحم الراحمين. Again. أني مسني الضر وأنت أرحم الراحمين. Anni, behold, this disease has struck me. Dur, this disease, difficulty, has touched me. Massa, massani, massani, that it has touched me. It has reached me. Wa anta, and you, O Lord, arhamur rahimin, are the most merciful. You're the ones who shows mercy and showers mercy, so cure me from this disease. When Ayyub alayhi salam recited this is in Surah Anbiya if you wish to look it up, or if you have the du'as with you, he was cured by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are referring to physical ailments, physical diseases. What's worse than that is a spiritual disease. Physical diseases may be taken away with medication, with other uses of health or antibiotics or whatever, but when spiritual diseases touches the heart, when those spiritual diseases take over, it's not that easy to get rid of them. We are in the month of Ramadan, and this entire course is to attack those spiritual diseases. Please focus and realize, take some time in solitude and realize, where am I wrong? Whether it's with my wife, with my children, with my parents, what are those diseases that I'm carrying in my heart? And how can I first identify them, address them, and make dua Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure them? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide me, all of us. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Please rise.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah, Ashhadu